They're cheering the current front-runner. Rishi Sunak launched his campaign today with some heavyweight endorsement. The Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab and Grant Shapps, who dropped out of the race just this morning to endorse the former Chancellor. He has come under fire for putting up taxes too much. This was his response.
I certainly won't pretend now the choices I made and the things I voted for were somehow not necessary. And whilst that may be politically inconvenient for me, it is also the truth. As is the fact that once we've gripped inflation, I will get the tax burden down. It is a question of when, not if.
At the same time, another launch, Tom Tugendhat, billing himself as a clean start, not having been in the Johnson government, and using the language reminiscent of the soldier he once was.
We have retreated into division when we desperately need unity. When our nation needed our party to function, we retreated into faction. When the moment demanded service, we delivered scandal.
And there's one more. Former Equalities Minister Kemi Badenoch has the backing of Michael Gove and an uncompromising take on so-called woke issues.
And if we don't stand up for our shared institutions, for free speech, due process and the rule of law, then we end up with a zero-sum game of identity politics which only increases divisions when we need to come together.
Liz Truss remains a strong challenger on the Brexiteer wing of the party, even though she voted Remain. But some of Boris Johnson's most loyal allies seem to have forgiven her that, and are backing her now.
Very aware that she's probably a stronger Brexiteer than both of us. She has consistently argued for low-tax policies.
She has been my strongest supporter in the Cabinet in getting Brexit opportunities. When we discussed taxation, Liz was always opposed to Rishi's higher taxes.
Today, a former Prime Minister gave evidence on standards in politics. He was scathing about those who'd served in Boris Johnson's cabinet, many of whom are now candidates for the top job.
The blame for these lapses must lie principally, but not only, with the Prime Minister. But many in his cabinet are culpable too, and so are those outside the cabinet who cheered him on. They were silent when they should have spoken out, and then spoke out only when their silence became self-damaging.
We will know soon who has got over the first step of entering this place as the boss, and who has already been shut out.